who always wants Pakistan to win, they just cannot take it. They cannot take that Pakistan is capable of losing. And that's why I think these allegations and...
Let me ask you this. You played for... First you had ambitions to play for India. And then from there you migrated to Pakistan, you played for Pakistan. What was your first feeling when you were selected for Pakistan?
Well, I think as a young boy, I was an Indian. I was born in India. I did my education in India. And as a young boy, I didn't even know that I was going to migrate to Pakistan. So obviously I wanted to play. I mean, cricket was my passion. Cricket was my everything. And my heroes were people like Jai Simha, who was my captain in Ranji Trophy, which I played in India and for my college in India. So when I did play against Pakistan in India for South Zone and did, I suppose, reasonably well. But then when I migrated to Pakistan for reasons which had nothing to do with cricket, it was more because of my family migrated, so I had to migrate. I had no choice. And then when I was selected for Pakistan, the first time I played for Pakistan, it was unreal. I couldn't believe it, that I was capable of playing or representing a country. And it is something which only those who don national colors would be able to understand and express the pride and the joy of representing one's country. And I think I was proud, and I don't know what other words I can express.
1 second. Please stop. Now, when it comes to you are the captain of the Pakistan cricket team. You played for Pakistan with distinction. You started as a fast bowler and then finished as a batsman, middle order batsman captain. You have had a phenomenal average. In one-day cricket it's been 55, in test cricket almost 40. And you were the person who set benchmark for running between the wickets, for your athleticism and for your fitness, which very much is evident even today. How much has one-day cricket changed from the time you were playing, and how one-day cricket is playing today? And also let's switch on to 2020. It's been a fast-paced game.
Well, I think 2020 is the future, because when one-day cricket came into being, when Kerry Packer introduced the night cricket in coloured clothing and all, people were making fun of it. But today it's the breadwinner for cricket. How much it has changed? I think it has changed a hell of a lot, because one-day cricket has actually given the entire cricket a new dimension, because not only in my times, but I'm sure before my times and even later on, before one-day cricket became all that important or all that popular, fielding was the weakest link of not only the subcontinent teams but also other teams where fast bowlers never used to chase a ball, never used to throw the ball from the outfield because they always feared for their shoulder getting hurt, things like that. But what now you see in whether it's test match or whether it's a limited over game, the fielding has gone, it's top class. I mean, everybody now chases the ball, slides, throws, dives. These are the things which has made tremendous improvements. And then the rub of the one-day cricket has got into the batting of test cricket, where now you see in a day's cricket something like 300 runs being scored, which is almost 3.5 runs per over, which never used to happen in the past. And I think Australia set the benchmark for that. Cricket has evolved, cricket has changed quite a lot, and I think for better. People keep on talking about, when you were playing cricket, those were good times. No, I think they were good times for us, for our time. But it has evolved, and it has even gone beyond. I think they've improved a lot. The cricketers who play modern day cricket, present day cricket, they are far more probably fitter, more athlete, and also tough, because they are playing quite a lot of cricket these days, almost all the year round. So I think cricket, besides evolving in its format, also has brought in, it's no longer a sport, let me put it this way. Cricket is no longer a sport, it's an industry. And rightly so, I think, because it has got a lot of people's livelihoods are dependent on it, and the players, they are earning a decent livelihood. Their lives are short. And in that short span of life, if they are making good money, I think that's the right thing to happen.
You played professional cricket for Kent, and during your times, the way the sport was run, as you very correctly mentioned, now it's become more of an industry, where it was not. In spite of the fact that you think since you were a professional at that time, it was not an industry, it was still a sport?
It was a sport till I think Kerry Packer got into the act. And I think Kerry is responsible. I think every cricketer who's getting the rewards or reaping the rewards of playing cricket in the present day, I think should be grateful and thankful to the Kerry Packer introduction of one-day cricket.
You have been a sports coordinator. You have been a commentator, a captain, you name it, your public relations, everything packaged in one. What are the ingredients or what are the characteristics that one would need to promote a game like cricket in a prosperous country like the United States? Can you tell us something like that?
No, I think nowadays, especially with the coverage that television is giving, worldwide coverage television is giving to the game of cricket, it has already made it very popular all over the world. I think somewhere in the United States, I think somewhere there's something missing regarding the administrators who can communicate with the international governing body, which is ICC. And I think there's some personalities, some egos, something is wrong. Somewhere, some connection is not being made.
But do you think cricket can really succeed in the United States?
I think cricket can, especially this 2020 concept.
You think so?
I think so. I've got no doubt whatsoever. I think if properly handled, properly promoted, properly marketed, I think 2020 will be the next big thing that will hit USA.
Coming to the ICC that you mentioned right now, a couple of things that has always bothered cricket fraternity worldwide. One is the functioning of the ICC, and the second thing about the handling of the very, very sensitive situations like, ball tampering, and it comes to bowling action, so on and so forth. First, let me ask you about the bowling action.
No.
You think Murali chucks?
No, let me put it this way. I think there is a controversy going on at the moment between Murali and Bishan Singh Bedi.
That's correct.
He had said something about it. I remember I was doing a commentary along with Bish when this question came up, and Bish is convinced that Murali throws. My reaction to that is ICC has got laws. And according to the laws that ICC has made, Murali is not chucking. And one can only go by the laws which the governing body of the game has prescribed. And if according to those laws, if according to what ICC has prescribed, if any bowler, not just Murali, if any bowler, if he is bowling within those parameters, then I don't think we as outsiders, we as commentators, or we as followers of the game has any right whatsoever to label Murali as a chucker. Because if the governing body has said that he is not chucking, that they are happy with his action, then I don't think anyone else has got the right to say it.
I just want to quickly remind you about this. This chucking issue, the first time it ever came was when Charlie Griffith and Gilchrist and even we go back to Ian McKeith of Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
They were the people who were really accused of chucking, and they went back, they changed their action, and then they came back. Ian McKeith did not come.
They did not.
But Charlie Griffith and Gilchrist also did not come, but Charlie Griffith came back. Now, what is happening here is we are only, most of the players are from the subcontinent. For two reasons. One is the money spinner is from the subcontinent. The passion is from subcontinent. You think so? It's more of a kind of a racial intimidation?
No. I don't subscribe to that at all. I think ICC has been very fair as far as the bowling action is concerned, because it wasn't just Muralidharan, it was also Shoaib Akhtar who was under scrutiny. And other from other countries also. ICC, as I said, I'm just repeating myself. ICC has got certain, how can I describe it? According to the laws of cricket, a bowler is allowed to bend his arm to certain degrees. And Murali and Shoaib and others fall into that category.
Can you explain this 15 degrees?
No, I can't, because I think it's a very technical thing.